Hello everyone, I am back after lots of days. So today we will be building an e-commerce website using Next.js. So here I am creating a new Next.js project. Okay, we're live and let's call it e-commerce. And we will not use TypeScript for this particular project. shadcn, tailwindCSS, yes, host yes, app router, latest app router, yes, of course, it's recommended. Let's use at the rate. Okay, now it's installing. Let's close this. Okay, now it's installing our Next.js project. We'll just wait a few seconds. Okay, it's installed, so we will open this folder. Okay, so now we will run this npm run dev. Let me just close this window and open it in another window. Okay, so we'll merge these two windows. Okay, right, close this and close this. Okay, so now we will go to page.js, our root page.js, and we will just remove all the code that's written here, the div. Right, we'll remove this. Okay, so first of all, let's create a sidebar in the components. We'll create a sidebar, and in this sidebar, okay, so in layout.js we will import this sidebar. And just above the children, inside the body, we will just paste this sidebar. And as you can see, we have this sidebar. Okay, we have quickly created it. So as I'm using Tailwind, I can directly apply class names inside this div of sidebar. Okay, border solid. And so let's just try to do border 2. Okay, so in the page.js, relate.js, we will remove this class name, and inside this we will write flex. Okay, so as you can see, our sidebar is on the left. I want the border to be only on the right hand side. Will it work? Border. Okay, border right, sidebar. Now we will also apply padding of 4. Right. Just drag it a little bit to the left and just zoom out a little bit, and we have a sidebar. Okay, so in the sidebar we will try to create some of the items that we wish we had even on our e-commerce. Let's first write electronics, right? and then we can write something like menswear, right? For now, just we will use only two categories. Okay, so now inside electronics, let it put inside span tag. So inside this, actually I want so inside this I want collapsible menu bar. So for that, actually, let's go to shadcn UI and get started. We will explore its. There are some new components launched. Okay, accordion. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. I want something like this actually. So we will. We'll paste installation, how it's installed, Next.js. Okay. So they are saying to run the shardcn, we will copy this inside our project. We will paste shardcn UI in it. Yes. No, not TypeScript. Default slate. Yes. App global CSS. For colors, yes. Are you using custom tailwind prefix? No, I'm not using it. Tailwind config.js components. Okay, rect server components, yes. Right config. Okay, so it has actually, components, and where is component.json, and where is global.css, app global.css. Actually, it's inside source app global.css. So correct address is source app global.css. We will remove this. Actually, copy all this and put it inside our apps global.css. Right. Okay. So we have just initialized shardcn UI in our project. So now I am going to use this component accordion. Let's check its code. We'll copy all this code and for now just check it if it's working. Accordion demo. Put the imports at the top. Accordion, first we have to install the accordion. Okay. Accordion. We will install it. Okay. It's currently installing the accordion. Okay, it's installed. And now let's try it by using it inside our sidebar. Okay. Right. So what I will do is I will cut and copy this code and place it here, right? And remove this code. So this is item 1. It's first we have the electronics, and its content should be actually first should be mobiles, and then it should be laptops. Okay, so is it added there? Okay, we have mobiles and laptops. Just remove the item 3rd, and here we will put the menswear. Menswear should be watch. And what it should be watch. And then should can be shorts. Okay, so what I will do is I will create a object for our, actually I should create it inside a data. We will create another folder actually inside components, not inside components, inside data. So we will create a categories .js, and we will create categories. Okay, right. So first we will create a so name of categories first is electronics, and let's see its subcategories. And again it should be a array, and first is of course mobiles, and then it can be laptops, processors, then again and this should be menswear, and the first category should be watch, and then it should be like something like anything short, trousers. Okay, so we have our categories created and subcategories created. Now we will import this. Wait, we have not imported it. Categories, and inside sidebar we will categories. Okay, so now what I will do is I will map categories dot map, and first is category, and okay, return the according item first. We have, okay, return the according item, and inside our category we have actually name, and after that subcategories. Okay, so this should be name, and again we have to actually map subcategories dot map, and okay, so we have like item, I think here, right? And return according content item, right? Just remove it, and okay, remove this. According item, okay, there is some issues. Let's make it use client. Okay, with use client our issues resolved. In electronics we have mobile laptops processors. Okay. In menswear we have wash shirt trousers. Actually we should also pass index in this. Wait a minute. And item index. Okay, so now it's working properly. So best thing about shadcn UI is that I can customize this coordinate item, coordinate trigger very easily. It's inside this components and the coordinate.jsx, and here we have this coordinate trigger. And it has actually I don't want this underline below this, right? So let's search for border. Okay, so here is a border P. So they have also used the Lucid React, that is really nice library. If you want to get the React icons or the icons for any library, it has really great set of different icons that you can use inside your project, right? So okay, we will customize this later on, but for now we will do some other important things. So what we will do is we will create different pages for mobiles, laptops, processors, and then also menswear, wash, shirt, trousers. So I will create inside app. First I will create electronics page. Electronics, inside this I will create okay, first I will create mobiles, right? So inside this I will create page.js. So now just name it category and we will write to mobiles. Let me also write it in mobile here. Okay, so now let's go to electronics, mobiles. Okay, so we have the mobiles, right? Cool. So now what I will do is I will also create a page for laptops and processors. Now laptops page.js. And now laptops. Okay, we have also laptops. Now again we will create processors, page for processors, and page.js. Again we will write processors and okay, processor page is created. Let's copy it and paste it. Rename to menswear. Menswear. Okay, so first we have watch, then shirt, then trousers. Watch, and then we will also write a watch here. And mobiles, we will rename it to shirts. Okay, so also inside page.js we will write shirts. And processors also. Okay, processors, trousers, and we will also trousers. Okay, so we have created our pages. Now on the click of this, actually these buttons or links, I want them to go to different pages. So for that, I had to use the next link. We have imported link from next link, and inside link we will create href electronics, and then no, not electronics. Okay, first try something like this, electronics. Let's see if it is working or not. Electronics, mobiles. It is saying page not found. Wait a minute. Okay, now it is working. Cool. We had to just put this forward slash just before the electronics. So now it's working, and we have this sidebar link created. So now what we will do is okay, so I will put something. First I will create a name, then slash, then I have to put this inside curly braces. And I will write item actually. So this mobiles, not this. Okay. Mobiles, laptops. No. Okay, actually, let me just check our data. It should be electronics. Everything should be small letter. Or actually, alternatively, I can put some another path here, like path electronics, right? And also here, name of item and its path. Mobiles, right? And we will repeat this for all other items. Laptops and processors. And processors, right? So now inside this we will actually, this should be name, name path, right? So what we will do is this should be path slash item. Item is actually name path, again path. This should be name. Okay. Right. Let it as write as category path, or I can say main path. Main path, let's write it here. Okay, now it's switching properly. We will repeat the same thing for menswear. Its name is menswear. Its path should be menswear, right? Okay, so I will be just back in a moment. watch, and here it should be shirt. This should be trousers. Watch, shirt, trousers, right? And we'll close this. Now we will actually now inside electronics laptops we will style this page. Okay, so let's say we have the data for laptops, laptop data. So let's see, first product is Lenovo Legion, and second is like Samsung notebook Ultra, and third can be Apple MacBook Pro, then it can be Dell Inspiron 17. Okay, so right, so now we can actually map this laptops data, we will map it. Then it is name, right? So now actually we can use some another shadcn component. We can use data table. No, we can use, I'm looking for that particular component that we can use. Not not of the, not the card. Okay, card, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Actually, I do not like this card that much, so we will create our own card. So inside this class name, we'll write flex. Let me drag it a little bit. Padding of 4 or 8, right? Then border solid, border 2. Okay, so I think this should not be here, this should be inside this class name. We want to put the borders here and padding of 4, right? And flex cap should be, I think, 4, right? Okay. Simranjit Singh, I'm from India. So we will also create border radius. We will set it to rounded. It's not that much rounded. Rounded LG, make it no 2XL rounded. Okay, now it's looking good. Right. So actually, we want to put this. Wait a minute. We can change something else inside this. Mm, We can change its background to PG slate 200, 100. 100 is actually looking okayish. So we will remove the border 2, right? So it's looking actually good. Let it PG slate 2. Hmm. So now, okay, so I want to put this component inside something else so we can use it again and again. So inside this components, I will create component called cards, cards.js, cards, and I will put it here, right? So now what we want to do is we want to get the data and we want to map that data, right? So inside laptops, so inside this we will import cards from app slash component slash cards, and then we will can simply write here cards, and we will just pass the data of laptops data, right? So okay, it worked. Actually they are not actually shrinking, so we can use the flex wrap here. Flex wrap, now in the cards we can use flex wrap. Okay. So actually I want them flex wrap actually change their width and height. I want its width and height to be same for every card. So its height should be 4. No, height should be 15, 24. Okay, and width should be 24. Actually, let's double it and also double the height. Let's write it 36. Okay, now it's actually looking like a card, not something else. So now we have created our cards. Okay. So what we have to do is we have to let's use something from Lucid React. Lucid React. We will explore some icons from here. Mobiles, tablet, smartphone. It has not a very good looking icon for mobile. Okay, this is tablet. And we want to use it in React. We want to import tablet smartphone from Lucid React. Okay. Wait a minute. I will import it here. Tablet smartphone. Let me use it here. And tablet. Okay, tablet smartphone. Have we already installed Lucid React? Yes, it's installed. And okay, how we can change its size? Okay, can we change its size also? Height 48. Actually, their actual size is not increasing. Okay. So for now, we will not use them. We will just put that inside data. Mobiles. Okay, laptops. So as you can see, cards are all implied on laptops. I want to apply them everywhere, right? So inside this data, electronics, laptops. Okay, I had already created this card. And now inside mobiles also, I will import cards from app cards. And inside this I will put some data. So for data I think I have to again inside categories, so there are two things actually. I can put the data directly inside this, or I can say Items. And I can copy this directly inside that categories. Okay. Is there any issue? Okay. So now from laptops, I want to get that data. Inside Next.js, we want to get the path. Let me see how we get the path. Routing. Defining routes, define pages and layouts, and linking and navigation. Okay, we will use path name from next navigation and use path name. Use path name and let me just check it. Okay, it works only in the client component. That is a small issue that you can face in the app router in the Next.js. So again, laptop data is not defined, so that's why it has this issue error. Let me first inspect it, the console log. I want only info. Okay, so data can be laptop's data. Let me just again use it. Categories, items, and copy. We will copy this here. Laptop's data. Okay, where is the issue? So now it worked. Console log was not working. Okay, now it's working. So as you can see here in the console log, we have this path name, right? Okay, so I want to now extract these names from this path name. So what I can do is const links is equal to path dot split, and I want to split at /. Let me just console links. Okay, we have this paths splitted by electronics and laptops. Okay, so now I can use this as first I have to import our actual data from categories, import categories from app, data and categories. So now I can use categories, then links 1, right? And then links 2. Wait. It should be not the link 2, actually. It should be. So I have to change here. I have to change laptops here. Think. So what is the issue? Links 1. What is it? And links 2, right? We cannot use dot notations. Okay, right. Then electronics. Okay, I have to extract data from categories. Let's write something. Const data is equals to subcategories. Categories dot find. We'll write const data is equals to categories dot find, then element dot name is equals to links 1. Let me just change it here to laptops data so we don't get errors for now. Let me change it to below. Okay, electronics. We have, let me now console the data what we are element name, not path, actually not the name, actually path. So we get the data, and we have these subcategories. So what I want to get is I want to get this laptops data. So Okay. So we found the mm, then subcategories. Okay, in subcategories we get laptops, mobiles. So now we have to again find it. Find element dot element dot meme is equals to path, right? Dot path is equals to links to. So now we get the laptops actually, right? So now I can change it to just items. Right, so now inside laptops I can simply write dot items. We get the items, right? So data, I will apply this data inside this. Now it's working. Cool. So we extracted the data from our categories. First we found the categories where the path is equals to, first we split the path name. For path is equals to electronics, this is links 1 and this is links 2, right? First inside categories we will find the path where its category is electronics, then we found it. Then inside subcategories we will then find where path is equals to this laptops, this page, right? Then after we have found this this object, then we need to find the items. So that's why I had used dot items. That's how we got the data. So now we can remove this laptops data from here. So we will add all our data here. Okay. So we need to change it for every page. We have done it for laptops. Now it's time to just close it, and we will do it for other pages also. Let's first write it for mobiles, right? So we will again use the same thing inside this mobiles, and we will pass this data. Use path name, and it only works in use client. It only works in client component. Categories are not defined. We will import categories from okay, actually we do not have inside our data for mobiles, right? Items. We will just for now create the empty array, right? Okay, so mobiles, actually we can write first mobile can be Samsung Galaxy S24. Actually it's not launched, S23. And then we can write Apple iPhone. What is the latest iPhone 15 Pro, right? Okay, then we can write another phone. What can be it? Actually I can take the help of Gemini, or we can say Bard, right? So I can tell it to generate a list of mobile phone names in JavaScript array having objects with name, mobile name, right? Okay, let's see if we can generate a list of mobiles. Okay, cool. So it has generated the list of mobiles that we can use inside our project. Okay, so I will just copy paste it here. Okay, so this is the list of mobile phones, right? Actually, can you also add a link for images of these mobiles? Okay, it has not generated that. So I thought it will give me links of some images for these mobiles. But okay, this is also good. So okay, we'll close this. So one issue is that when I create a new page, I have to again put everything inside that page. Like I have to import path name, import categories, then use this code. So we have to create a component, like higher level component, where I can put all these things. So for that, I can use data components category items.js. category items, then I'll write category items, right? So what I can do is I can put all this code right. So I think here we had to import categories. Categories also import use path name from next navigation. And right. So if I use this category items inside this mobiles, let me use it inside processors, right? Let's try it inside processors. So let's go to processors. Okay, we have to use client here. And what we missed, we also have not imported cards. And again, we had inside our data categories, we have not any item for our processors. Let's again go to Gemini and just put here the laptops in place of mobiles, and it will generate a name of mobile or like laptops names. Okay, so it has generated for us the name of laptops. Okay, so we have processors, laptops, mobiles. So it's working properly. So category item inside mobiles and processors. If I remove this, okay, it's working. Actually, there is a thing in Next.js that we call the dynamic routes, which I can use. Like I can use a single component and I can dynamically route the paths or pages, right? Let me test it first inside it. So components, data, electronics, menswear. Okay. So I will test the dynamic paths. Right, so I will create page.js. So here I will create a dynamic, and inside this I will write dynamic path. Okay, so dynamic path is rendering, but I want to render it according to a slug. So we have to create a slug like this, right? So let's create the slugs. So we have to see the generator to generate the params for segment. Generate static params. Okay, generate static params. Using combination dynamic route segments. Generate static params. Okay, right. Actually, I have to use this inside our we are not using fetch. We do not have any. I think it is smart retrieval of data. If content is fetched within generate static param function using a fetch request, or request are automatically memoized. This means a fetch request with the same arguments across multiple generate static params, layouts, and pages will only be made once, which decreases build times. Okay, let's try it. And we will not export this. We will export this page, and let me just place it on the last. Okay, 3 versions of this page will be statically generated using the params returned by the generate static params. Okay, okay, product 1 and product 2. All right. So we have to, I think, what we need to create. All right. right, we have to create simply like id, right? So then we can inside page we can get the params, right? Then inside params we can get the id from params, right? Then we can print this id, and if okay, double dynamic path are working, right? So actually hard part is to get this dynamic path also inside. Hmm. Can we again create a id? Let me create again id inside this, and we'll create page.js. We'll use the same thing. Now if I create 3, okay, 3/3 is not working. So I want to actually create something like nested path. So that's what I am looking for. Single dynamic, multiple dynamic segments, category product. So it will create product a/1. Okay, a/1. Okay, right. So we have to create something like this. Wow. Let me change it to category and change it to item. So I can change something like, okay, something like I can change it to category. Then the item can be item can be what the item can be. So now if I choose mobile, slash Samsung Galaxy S23. It has given me mobile. Let me check the item also. Okay. Right. So actually we can get the things. Electronics, mobiles. Right. So now I wanted to create something like this from here. Let me check mobiles one. Right at mobile one. Okay, so it's actually our dynamic path is working. So if I paste categories here, categories from app data categories, and if I return it here, return categories, and so params has categories, category item is item. So what we can do is here, I think I got the idea here. Category items, we will use all these things here. Category item, and we can also use this category items here. I'll paste it here, and so the thing is I do not have to even use the path name, I think. So what I can do is, so instead of matching the links, I can match the first thing to category, and I can match this to item. right? So data is data. Okay. Right. I got its point. I have to just import category items here and use it here. So I can move everything from this and this. Yes, categories is important. I have to also import categories. So what is the error? I have not used it here. Let me restart the server. Pm run tab. One thing I can do is I can extract the names of subcategories, right? Now if I write here category and then I would have written item as mobiles, I think then it will work. So what is the issue? Let's check the issue. It's not found actually, this page. Let me change it to category, then item, electronics, mobiles. Let me just cut it and just paste it here. Or I can simply delete it. Let me now check it. Electronics, mobiles. Actually, it was working previously, but now it's not working. Okay, there is some issue. So category product A. Okay, so it will match this category item. Okay, it's category item, right? Category and item. Now it should work actually. What the happened in JS config? Let me just write B here and just test it here. A/B. Okay, it's not working again. How this page is not found? So app, category, then item. And let's write it A, and let's write it B. And we will delete this page, right? So we have A/B, A, then this is B. Again, it's not working. Let me write menswear, and then shirts. So we have this export async generate static params, and a/1, okay, category product, and then we have page.js. Everything is correct, but some weird issue is causing some errors. Menswear, and then shorts. Oh, it's not working. I had put the menswear inside this. Okay. Let me just close it. Again going to start the server. Let's see if the issue is resolved. Okay, so I think there is some issue. I will resolve this issue, then come back later. Thank you everyone for watching. Yes.